Who can you trust when you play this game? Hi, I'm Laurie from TTPM, here with Spin Master's Hail Hydra. In this game, players play as agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or members of Hydra, but you won't know who is who, meaning you'll have to use powers of deduction to determine who is working toward the team's goal and who is not. If you're a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent, you want to get rid of all the villains. But if you're a villain, you want to sabotage S.H.I.E.L.D. and destroy the city. There's a basic way to play the game, perfect for first-timers, and a more involved way. We're going to go through the basic gameplay, which features only 3 villains. The game is for 5 to 8 players, and each player selects a hero to play as, but a randomly dealt loyalty disc will determine whether the player is S.H.I.E.L.D. or Hydra. In order to defeat a villain, players take turns playing attack cards from their hands, placing these cards face down in front of them. You must contribute at least 1 card, but you can play up to 3. The attack cards either have red or blue numbers on them. Once everyone has played their cards, all of the played cards get collected and shuffled up before being revealed. Add the blue numbers, then subtract the red numbers. If the total is positive, that's how many health discs you take away from the villain. If the total is 0 or negative, nothing happens. If the villain still has health discs, he gets to attack New York City, meaning you must move the Avengers Tower closer to 0 on the game board, per the villain's specific city damage number. If a villain is defeated, players vote on who they think is Hydra and should be knocked out of the game for the next mission. However, you still get to influence the mission by handing 1 or 2 attack cards face down to another player before any attack cards are played. Once the first villain is defeated, you move on to the second, and then the third villain, playing in the same way. If the city is destroyed at any point, the game is over and Hydra wins. But if all of the villains are defeated while New York City still has health, S.H.I.E.L.D. wins. Additional elements of the game involve special hero abilities depicted on each hero character card, a Hail Hydra feature that allows Hydra members to reveal themselves and take on alternate rules the rest of the game, adding 2 extra villains to defeat, and more. Marvel fans ages 14 and up are obviously going to find this game appealing, especially if they're fans of social deduction style games. It will be fun to play as familiar superheroes, and if you're Hydra, try to fool other players based on how you play your cards. It's the type of game that gets easier to play the more you play it, and more interesting too, as you add in some of the extra game elements. For where to buy and current prices, visit TTPM and subscribe to our YouTube channels for more reviews every day.